All right, so today gonna make some spaghetti. That's the game plan. So got the water started, trying to let that boil. Meantime, do a little meal prep. So we got some mild Italian sausage we're gonna mix in with some ground beef. I decided to go with 70% lean, 73% lean, 27% fat, just to try something a little bit different, see if I like it or not. Gonna throw in a few mushrooms. Got some baby bella mushrooms to put in there. Ooh, actually, what I didn't get was I didn't get any peppers. I want some just like regular like ground bell peppers. That's what I should have picked up, but they didn't have any at the little mini grocery store I went to. But I still have this old jalapeno that I need to use. So I think I'm gonna chop that up and throw that in there. And I realized today I need to get on my spice game. I gotta work on that. So just gonna throw some Cajun seasoning in there, some salt and pepper. We're gonna have to make that work for now. But next step, along with buying new pots and pans, is getting my spice game together. So all in due measure, all in due measure. It'll come in time. So use this. Just gonna open this up because I'm gonna throw this in Ziploc bags. Same thing with this. Not sure how much meat I want to use because I'm not gonna cook a lot because I don't eat a lot and I really not big on leftovers. I may eat like one day of leftovers, but it's not gonna be more than that. Definitely not gonna be more than that. So let's go with a small amount. Let's do if I can get 2 meals out of this, that'd be great. Yeah, so think about that much. Make sure I hit play. That much. Went to the grocery store called Food Line this time, so not my normal grocery store I go to, and it was in a small town, so they were out of a lot of stuff. You know what they don't run out of though? Is bad kids. Now that never runs out of style. You can get rid of everything out of the grocery store but the bad kids. Can't get rid of them. I always like just to rinse my meat off, just the outside of it. My mom told me to put a little bit of the Italian sausage in there, just to add some more flavor into it in general. So that's why I'm doing that. Mix all this up together. Break that apart some. All right. So a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Cajun seasoning. Chop this up, get this bad through. I initially meant to make this dish only either Friday or Saturday, but I cooked a burger and I realized that I didn't have any ground beef left. And more importantly, in addition to the ground beef, which I realized, I was like, okay, I'm running out of ground beef, but I want to cook it. I didn't have any pasta on Friday. And I got lazy. And I never got around to going to buy more, so I ended up just making a burger this past weekend. I made burgers at work. All right, jalapenos are set. Let's grab a few of these baby bellas. Wash a few of these off. I may be slicing it all wrong, but it is what it is. Because I know these are going to cook down some, so I don't have to get them too small. But the first time making spaghetti by myself, I want to try and not have too many gaffes. All right, so that's set. I don't think I need to chop anything, so I think I'm good on that. We can go and pack up this meat, so I don't have to worry about it later while we're waiting on that to start boiling. Keep ourselves busy. Keep it neat, keep it busy. Boom, set that to the side. I feel like I'm gonna need 2 bags for this. But I'll probably make some more burgers and stuff later on this week, so never really have to worry about ground beef going bad. What I'm recognizing is I spend less money and it tastes better when I cook my own burgers at home. So getting more into cooking. The more I do it, the more I like it. When we were a lot younger, my mom used to make us go to cooking class. So now that I'm home, I'm like, hey, I might as well cook more. I ain't got nothing else to do with my life. So why not? Why not? Which I might make 2 of these, 2 bags. Maybe I probably could stuff it all in one. One I'll freeze and one I'll leave it out in the refrigerator. So that way I can just go in and cook it and make burgers without having to unthaw it later on, some point in time this week. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, but I love my burgers. I love my burgers. And then I went and I got Martin's the other day. Got my Martin buns, so I'm super happy about that. And not gonna let no Martin buns go to waste. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna let them bad ones go to waste. All right, boom, boom. Get rid of all this. And the bellas, I'm just gonna cover it back up. Put these in the refrigerator for now. I'll decide what I want to do later. And then the meat, mix it up. Mix it up just to break it up. Looks like that's almost boiling, so I need to dump heat out of the pan up. Going to get this pan ready for the browning process for the meat. And then when we mix it, we'll mix it in there with the ragu sauce. So that's the plan. And then once we mix it with the ragu sauce, do I need to heat this ragu sauce up? I can't remember. Do I heat it up? Yeah, you do heat it up. Okay. So yeah. So we'll heat that up later toward the end. Not in a rush to do that. Let's add some salt in there. So let's do that. I feel like my pasta wasn't good enough, so I'm gonna add more salt. If this goes bad, it's because I add too much salt. I'm gonna use about a tablespoon of salt. Not sure if that's right or not, but hey, it's trial and error. More fun to learn to do it by yourself than to look it up online, because looking up online is just somebody else's taste preference. May not be my taste preference. All right, so today we have, I think it's borali. That's the kind of pasta I grabbed today. So about 10 minutes or so. How long it takes to cook. Let's see. Yep, that one's ready. Perfect. All right, so let's get our pasta in there. Not sure how much I want to use, to be honest. I don't really like a lot of pasta, don't get it. Like pasta, but you don't like pasta. Use about half the box, I guess. Maybe a little bit more. I think it's fair. Alright, so we'll let that do what it do, and then we're gonna start to brown our meat. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. This is actually olive oil. I wonder how that's gonna cook. Just a smidgen of olive oil in the bottom of the pan. Just a smidgen. All right, completely submerged. Turn on the pan just a little bit. Olive oil heated up. If I had a bigger pan, I could cook all this at once. So another reason why I'm going to be investing in better stuff. So that way I can cook everything like I need to. But that's okay. Par for the course, you know. Par for the course. Oops, sorry, blocking view. That's heating up. Put that just 1 second. We're gonna pour our sauce in here. About half a saucepan. I don't like a ton of sauce. So I think that'll be enough. I'm gonna go through my mushrooms and stuff in there. You know what I should have done? I'll do that stupid. Alright. We'll let all that cook down. I got that on medium heat, so we'll let that simmer for a while. Once it heats up, put the olive oil away, put this in the refrigerator. So this time I went with the Bertolli's marinara, so that's my sauce of choice today. My mom did say it was gonna be pretty fatty, and I can already tell this has a lot of fat on it. So, like I said, I have to pour the fat off of this. I'm gonna pour some of this fat off now, actually. All right, back to the heat. Yeah, see, it cooks way better when you don't have all that extra fat sitting in there. Break all this up so it'll cook up nice and evenly. Plus, you don't want chunks in your meat when you're cooking, when you eat. Because I don't like a lot of chunks. I mean, a little bit, you know, because you don't want to be, you know, sipping it through a straw now. But not too much. Not too much. Lovely. Thank God, plenty extras. That looks pretty good. It's going to cook a little bit more inside of there. So I think that's pretty brown. That's good enough for me. Dump this in there. Boom. And then we're going to put our next batch on. Finish this up real fast. Pasta cooking nicely. We'll check on the pasta in about 2 minutes. Mix this up a little bit. Right. pasta should definitely be done by now. So I give it maybe another minute or two just to be doubly sure. Because it was a bit long and so it's kind of sticking out the side a little bit, but it should be good. So another minute or two never hurt a little bit of pasta. Never hurt it. Yeah, I got a decent amount of grease in here, so let me pour that off. Grease has been poured off, and then this I need to cut off. Boom. All right, while that's doing this thing for just a second, let's get a paper towel. Set down a paper towel, and then I'm gonna pour off my pasta right quick. Pour the water off the pasta. So, got all the water poured off the pasta. I'll finish browning this and then we'll be done. Almost lost another chunk there, my boy. Alright, looks like that's pretty brown. I think we're good here. Alright. So let's do this thing. Let's cut that off. I'm going to take pasta. Make sure everything's off. Alright, boom. Grab it. So in my head, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe I could add a little bit more of the salsa, just to give it a little bit more. I don't know. I'm thinking about it as I'm doing it, and I'm just like, I could add more salsa, but I hate having too much sauce. I really do. I may add just a tinge more. And thankfully, with it still being pretty hot, it's gonna heat up pretty quickly. It's gonna heat up pretty quickly. Cause I don't like that soupy, like kind of spaghetti. Can't stand that. Cause I'm like, I'm not here to be sucking up stuff or having to use a spoon to get my spaghetti. I want it to be mostly just meat with a little bit of sauce covering over the top of it. Alright, so I think that did the trick. Probably didn't do much, but I mean, it made me feel better about the situation. And I don't want to gotta eat it, so. Alright. We are done. To be honest, probably not even enough marinara to even cook. Probably just end up throwing away. Probably not enough to do anything with. But I'll show you how it turned out. So there we go. Spaghetti's all done. Ready to eat. Alright. Till next time. Ooh, you know what? We didn't talk about what we're drinking today. So we're gonna do, I only had small bottles. We're gonna do the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. So let's see what we got here. All right. Pour a quick little shot before I go. Give you, let you know what I think. It's pretty solid. It's pretty good. All right, well, that's what we're drinking. Tonight, the Woodford Double Oak. Do my usual, that and a little bit of Coke. Good to go. All right, till next time.